forget everything I just said about wanting to change the world. Forget everything I just said about how brilliant this all can be, about your vision and your mission. You go to a corporate, you're helping them make money. You know this, other people have said this far more articulately than I, but when you build a corporate relationship, the bottom line is cold hard cash. Now, you might do that literally through driving sales. You might literally help them sell more shoes, or literally sell more marketing consultancy, or more fundraising seminars, or whatever it is. But we can define corporate sponsorship as the payment of money by a business to a cause for the purpose of promoting the business. So it stops being about you, it stops being about your goals, it stops being about your beneficiaries, and it becomes about the business. That is the basic truth. And what you might find is that that's untrue. Sometimes. Because sometimes it's a corporate, the money's corporate, the money has been made from selling shoes or marketing or fundraising seminars, but actually, I really want to see your mission happen. I really want to see your vision happen. So I can take some of that money with the excuse of some advertising and some promotion and some whatever, but what really drives me is your vision as well. So you can't do away with your vision even when you're talking to corporates, or ever, really, but particularly not when it seems unnecessary, because you should be able to go in and go, if you put some circus on in here, you're going to sell more X. Like, great. Or your staff are going to want to stay, or your staff are going to want to work here and not at your competitor, or your brand will be like really cool now, but also I want to make this change. That could be the kicker. That could be the motivating factor that actually means that you get $1,000 and I get nothing. Your competitor. So, in any case, you need to know what you're going into. When you're starting to pitch, when you're starting to use your mailing list of corporate contacts, you need to start understanding what makes them tick. Everything I'm talking about requires research. You can't just write. I mean, the Arts Council maybe, but still, you need to go in. Fundraising is sales. Fundraising is sales, but what you're selling is social good rather than an act or shoes or fundraising seminars. So you need to know that who you're trying to sell it to is in the market to buy it. So you do that by looking at their website, by trying to find their account. The amount of information there is available about SMEs, small and medium enterprises, on the internet is eye-watering. You can find accounts going back years, you can find who the directors are, you can find their headquarters, phone numbers, you can take a good deep dive into these places. And if they're a charity, and if you're trying to work with a venue, okay, so every charity has published accounts. You can see exactly what they spend money on, exactly what they care about. They should have their vision and mission statement, so you can get schooled up before you go pitching, before you go knocking, and I suggest that you do. But once you've established that, it's not just cash that a corporate can give you. These are occupiers of space. They are, in the bigger cases, they have the ear of 1,000 people, or a couple of hundred people, of 50 people, of 20 people who could be volunteers. They could go and do fun runs for you. They could give you accounting advice for free. They could give you marketing or fundraising advice for free. So in-kind support is every bit as valid at times as cold hard cash. At the end of the day, cold hard cash is king, but going into these conversations, it's worth you knowing, and this kind of comes back to page 1 of knowing your business, knowing what your needs are, so that you can ask for the right shit when you get the opportunity to. Because if you're paying for an accountant, well, stop. There's plenty out there who want to do it for you for free. They might have any number of things to give you. So on your action list, if you haven't started that yet, I want you to scribble down the name of a business if you don't know the name of a contact. So a decision. Ideally, I want you to write down the name of a decision maker in a business that you know, that you could go and contact at some point in the next however long. Otherwise, write down a business that you're going to go and find a contact for that you're going to contact in the next however long. Please, go.
What purpose?
Purpose is sponsorship, support.
Directly for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because I'm doing, this is my action, then I'm going to do it by that and need this person to do it, and then that happens. It's a flow chart rather than just a...
In your experience, is it worth trying to think of a business that whatever the business is, whether they sell or they do it, it's in conjunction with what you're doing?
Yes. Put Nike down by all means, but that fails the realistic test of the smart. So we're talking. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you know a Nike brand manager. So it's going to be a lot easier if you do Flying Trapeze and you go after Boeing or Bristol Airport than it is if you go after Feiyu. You know, or if you're an acrobat and you go after Feiyu and you say, hey, Nike have got brand ambassadors all over the place, okay? To Feiyu, are they losing out? Yes, they are. Let's be them. So solve a problem for them. Maybe you have to invent the problem first, but then solve it. You got another half a minute to do that. I'm just trying to get you started. This is a part of your working life that I'm proposing. It's not sit down, do this for a week, and then check back with it every year. This is like when I'm going out, when I'm doing my pitching, I'll also do 5 minutes of visioning or mission writing or building my corporate contacts list or emailing those 3 people who I've decided might want to, it's just little and often. The best fundraising is the type that you actually do. So if you don't do any of this, it's completely pointless. So really important that your actions actually are actionable.